All right, people, here we go. About to ed puzzle this thing up. I'll also post this online so you can look at this separately in case the words seem small to you on your screen. All right. Now look. If you haven't seen the lesson and you haven't been here, like, you can't do this. All right. So you gotta do that first. It's 20 minutes. That's all I have to say about this. All right. First of all, the pH is the negative log of the molarity. That means if you can calculate the molarity of a solution, then you can then use the negative log function on your calculator to find the pH. Sometimes this is super easy. Look, if something is 1 times 10 to the negative fifth molar hydrochloric acid, then that little number right there, that is the negative log. This would have a pH of 5. In other words, if you typed in either 0.00001 or 1 times 10 to the negative fifth, that's the same number. Okay, you should already know this. That and this are the same number. If you type those numbers in, then you hit the log button on your calculator, and then you hit the negative button, it will say 5. Okay? So the pH is the negative log of the number. Okay? And this little sentence right here, 0.00001, is just 1 times 10 to the negative fifth. It's the same thing. So let's try some math here. And you're going to answer these, so pay attention. What is the pH of a solution with a molarity of 0.000001? All right, you tell me. All right, you type this into your calculator, 0.00001. Type that into your calculator, 0.000001. And then on your calculator, you hit log, and then you hit negative. Log, negative. That has a pH of 6. What is another way to write this number? Yep, 1 times 10 to the negative 6. That number 6 is the pH. Let's try number 2. What is the pH of a solution with a molarity of 1 times 10 to the negative second molar HCl? Well, the pH is 2. That's right, that number is the pH. What is the pH of a solution with a molarity of 0.0001? 0.0001 molar OH. Uh-oh, now we have to think. The pH and the POH always add up to what number? That's right, they always add up to 14. So if we calculate the OH, we type this in, 0.0001. That is a POH of 4. So then the pH has to be 10. If you type in this number and you hit negative log, it will give you 4. So the pH has to be 10 because the pH and the POH add up to 14. If you haven't watched the lesson, like I said, then you're hurting yourself. Let's try some with a bit more math. What is the pH of a solution with a molarity of 0.00000045 molar HCl? Okay, we're going to take this on a calculator. We're going to type in 0.12345 Now we're going to hit log negative. Has a pH of 6.35. Nice. All right. What's the POH of this? This has a molarity of 0.000037 molar sodium hydroxide. 0.00037 log negative. that has a POH, because see, we're talking about hydroxide, has a POH of 4.4. What is the pH of it? Oh, okay. We'll say 14 minus 4.4. The pH would be 9.6. See, these two have to add up to be 14. Still flying through this. Flying through this. These are the hardest ones, okay? First, you have to calculate the molarity, and then you have to solve it. So we're going to calculate the molarity. We have 200 milliliters of a solution, and it's got 0.0045 grams of hydrochloric acid. First, we have to figure out how many moles that is. How many moles is 0.0045 grams? 0.0045 divided by 36. Because H plus Cl is 36, okay, for rounding off. So I'm going to say here, 0.0045 divided by 36 equals 0.000125 molar. 0.000125 molar. So what is the pH of 200 milliliters? So we have 0.000125 moles in 200 milliliters. It'll be how many moles per thousand? Remember doing this? Remember molarity? So we'd say that times 1,000 divided by 200 times 1,000 divided by 200. 0.000625. 0.000625 molar. And what two buttons do we hit now to find the pH? That's right, we hit log, then we hit negative. The pH is 3.2. What is the POH of this solution? And then what is the pH? We have 550 milliliters, and we have 0.00078 grams of sodium hydroxide. Okay, 0.00078 grams divided by Na plus O plus H, divided by 40 grams. We just added that up from the table. 0.00078 divided by 40 gives us 0.0000195 moles. That's how many moles we have. We have that many moles in 550 milliliters, 0.0000195 moles in 550 milliliters is equal to how many moles per thousand, right? This is from 2 tests ago. So we're going to say this number times 1,000 divided by 550 equals, so our molarity is 0.000035 molar. So what is molar? NaOH. So what is the POH? That's right, we just hit log negative. The POH is 4.45. And now I'm going to ask you, what is the pH? That's right. We'll say 14 minus 4.45. The pH is 9.55. Hope you liked it. Hope you got it. See you later.